Hello, my name is Lamin Jai. So we have been speaking to more Gambian musicians, and this time we will be speaking to Jizzle, a high-flying Gambian musician or singer there.
I go by the name Jede, popularly known as Jizzle. Like I was born, my brother was the one that was more into music. I was doing soccer and everything. So I started having the feeling that I can do it. I can do it. So I'm like, I need to do it. I don't know what it's gonna take, but I'm gonna get myself there.
Jizzle, thank you very much for coming to our studios today.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Jizzle, first of all, talk to us about your music. When did you start your career as a musician?
Well, I started my career in 2010. That's when I started doing it as a real business, and yeah, that was back in 2010.
Nobody better than me, I swear. Now I'm rocking designer. I mash up every time I appear. Got a mad flow, Musakatato. Call me the lyrical Yamato. Mr. Do it for the ladies, Fasaro. Never listen to them haters, Nagaso. We turn up the place on fire. The girl them love our swagger. All of you healthy, yeah, know it's Jizzle and nothing more. We turn up the place on fire. The girl them love our swagger. You know it. All of you healthy, yeah, know it's Jizzle and nothing more. Tell you this. I'm the man of the year. Yeah. Started from the bottom, now I'm up right here. Right here, nigga. I'm a little need in my head. Yeah. They just wanna ruin up my car.
Tell us the reason. Why did you choose music?
Actually, it happened funnily because if you check, none of my family, relatives, or family members was doing anything like music. We didn't have that in our family. So me being actually my brother started rapping a year before I did. So he inspired me some way, because whenever he was doing his musical things with his friends, I was always present. Because everything happened in the same the room we shared. I was sharing the same room with him, so I used to hear everything they did, and then later on I started, feeling that I can do something like this, somehow. So I started paying attention more to the things they do and how they were doing it, and I later realized that I also have the same talent, not knowing that, it was something that I was destined to do, because I was more focused on soccer, playing football, So later I realized that I have another ability that is way more than just being a soccer player.
Soccer player, the inspiration, of course, your brother, you drew the inspiration from him, and then, but how were you feeling when you decided, hey, look, this is what I want to do? How were you feeling? Did you think that you could come and then succeed in this trade?
Well, it was tough at the start. I didn't see nothing like this happening. Me being at this stage right now, because it was crazy at the start. The family and the obstacles that has been coming my way back then. Jumping from one level. So it was a crazy journey. But what I always tell my friends. It was just believing in yourself. I believed in myself so much that I didn't see the difficulties. I just went through it all, and everything happened as a surprise.
Talk to us about your first real work, your first real project.
Yeah,
as a musician.
Yeah, I dropped my first project in 2013. That was when I was signed to Block Entertainment. I dropped a mixtape, which was titled "The Food Is Ready." That was my first project. I had few songs there, Yeah.
Few songs there. So let me bring you a little back, right? There are different kinds of music. Tell us about your kind.
Isamonya mano, Chalika big baka, Chalika sexy, Chalika ninyata, Chalika body banging, Chalika body iPhone X, Chalika body PS4. And anytime she come around, she a cause a commotion. Chalika bad, Chalika fleek, Chalika on point.
Well, I'm doing Afro pop. I started as a rapper. I was doing more rap music, but then, you know, the more you're getting into the business, the more you're seeing new things and learning new things. Then I started, you know, discovering my singing abilities. That's when I stopped, you know, rapping totally, and then I focused on the singing. You know, now I'm doing Afro-pop. You know,
Afro-pop means a mixture of
Afro and something.
And something else.
Yeah.
Okay, great. So now you were talking about your The Food Is Ready. That's the first project that you came up with.
Right.
And then you said you had a few songs there.
Yeah.
Take us through some of these songs.
Yeah, if I could remember, because it's a long time and I've done so much these past few years. So I think if I can remember, it was a song I did with Mighty Joe, a few other rap songs. I think The Food Is Ready. I did a song called The Food Is Ready. I had Rumba there. I had a song called Don't You Cry. It was a reggae song. And which one else?
Yeah. It's a long time, and not a very long time too.
Yeah.
So yes, but we've the transition started, and then we understand you are one of the top singers at the moment. Some describe you as this generation's singer because of the kind of music that you do. You have a lot of young people out there who are in love with your music.
Yeah.
So, but we also understand that right now you've been into a number of projects that you've rolled, and then massive projects. Talk to us about these projects.
Well, I dropped an album not long ago. You know, I dropped my first album. It's my first album. You know, ever since I started doing music. This is
and what is this album? What's the name of this album?
Finally, and as you see me now, then they love me locally. My mama pray for me now, the boy international. So if you want, come block my way, turn that fire, yo. Finally, yeah. On top, now the boy is on top. Number one, my thing never flop. I see them throwing shots at me like LeBron. Anything I do is big, that's confirmed. Yeah, finally, now they know I'm capable. Getting plenty love, me I feel untouchable. Finally, I don't conquer everywhere. I'm the man of every year.
Finally, it's just a connection of from the next big thing, because last year I dropped an EP titled the next big thing, and I did a song for it, which was a very big song in the Gambia and outside the Gambia, you know. So I did a show at Benjamin Hall, and it was a successful one, you know, one of the biggest shows that ever happened in Benjamin Hall, you know, giving thanks for that. So they finally came from the next big thing, you know. I'd done a song, I'd done a video, the EP was out, the whole place was hyped up with the songs, that Jalika, Ikodi, those songs were all in the next big thing EP. So after doing the show and the love and everything that happened that night, you know, it gave me the feeling like, finally, I've done it. I'm no more the next big thing, I'm the big thing. That's how I got the finally, like, it got connected from the next big thing to now, finally, I'm the big thing. So anything that I do this year is gonna be related to finally, like, it's my first time coming here, so finally, you know, I went on tour, finally, everything finally this year.
Everything finally.
Yeah.
So in the album, so you have a song there called Finally?
Yeah.
So, can you do like a demonstration, or how do you call it, an a cappella of this song?
I'm the boy from Bakau, anywhere I go I scatter. Then they talk my mata, I am busy trapping bangas. Valentin Kata, Mama see I made it. Yeah. Finally, yeah. And as you see me now, them they love me locally. Yeah. My mama pray for me now, the boy international. Yeah. So if you want rock my Yeah, man.
So there are some people who say that is standard quality in your music. You sing like an American, and then some of the things that you combine to in your music. But there are others who would say, okay, it's a very conservative society, a very conservative country, and the kind of music that you do, some kind of frown at it. Like if you shoot some of your videos, some people would say the music that you do has clashes with our culture. What do you say to that? What do you make of that?
Mobile after comic, Maria, yo que lo siada. Munatina, buka contaño la cairola. Munatina, cacorontoño la corola. Munatina, buka contaño la cairola. Munatina, cacorontoño la.
Well, it's okay, I understand in the kind of community we are in, but at the same time I'm also trying to sell the country and the market, the music, to the world. That's my target. That's why I'm doing it. I want the world to recognize our culture and put us out there. That's the whole point. That's why I'm doing certain songs. There are certain songs I just put the target here. I just do it for the local market. There are certain songs I just do it for the outside world because I feel those are the kind of songs that will, get me inside.
Resonate.
Yeah. So I'm not doing it for anything. I'm not doing it because I feel like doing it. I'm doing it because I want to represent my country, in that way. So I have to speak the same language and do the same kind of thing the outside market is, doing. And it's working. It's really working. So I'm not really, bothered about those things. As long, if at all it's working, it's cool. Yeah.
Jizzle, you just returned from a tour of Europe.
Yeah.
Talk to us about this tour. What really did you do there?
Yeah, actually it's my first time, it's my first time going on tour. And we got invited by this Swedish organization called Selam. They do festivals. They did one with Yusundu these past years, and it's been massive crowd and crazy. So this year they selected few from Gambia, which was a very, very great idea. 6 of us. We went and then performed at the festival, which was a very, very great experience for me. For the first time performing at a whole different territory and seeing people performing for people that don't even know you or even heard of you. It was a very, very, very great experience, and I learned a lot from it. And after the festival, I had different venues that I got booked, in Germany, Italy, I had a few shows there, and it was crazy. It felt like I was in Gambia because the Gambians out there, almost all the shows were sold out, like the clubs were filled. If you've been following my Instagram, I've been posting videos of my performances in Europe. So we had successful shows there. The Gambians came out, you'll be seeing flags and you'll be seeing your brothers, you haven't met for like a few years ago. So it was crazy. It was just a crazy, crazy moment, and being thankful for that. The Gambians out there, they really came out, and I was surprised. I wasn't expecting it, but then again, hard work.
And how is the support like then? Since you said there was a lot of people out there who came out to support, to attend your event. Tell us about the overall support. How is it like?
Yeah, it was. That's what I was saying. I said it felt like it was. I was in Gambia because when I was coming to the venue for sound check, I met few people at the bus station because the train stopped. Sorry, and they were all coming from different cities. Like for somewhere telling me that, yo, bro, it's good that we see you because I didn't expect I would see you. I came all the way from Berlin. That's like 4 hours from here just to, because you're not coming to the nearest city or you're not coming to our city. So we came all the way. You will see them in groups. Like, these were things that, really, really gave me you know, goosebumps. You know, after hearing them saying that, I was like, oh, so this love is real. You know, you have people just sacrificing everything, knowing that they're gonna have to wake up in the morning to go work, but they're still, you know, making sure they come support you as a Gambian. You know. Yeah.
And internally,
yeah,
the support internally.
Yeah, it was.
Internally, I mean, here in the country.
Yeah.
Oh, how is the support like for you?
Here's the main base. Here's, no matter how far I go, I'll come back to here. I'll come back to Gambia because this is where my fan base is. This is where everything started. So the support here is just crazy. You know, to the extent of now I can't even go out alone. You know, because of the love and, you know, how people react. You know, it's not bragging or anything, but I'm just explaining it like that. So that's the level we are in right now, and we're saying thanks to all the fans and all the supporters that are, you know, supporting and believe in me, because if it wasn't for the support, you know, I wouldn't be here, I wouldn't be sitting here today, you know, I wouldn't be doing the things I'm doing. So it's more like the fans are giving me life, so the support is just crazy.
No, 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 no. Hey, Joanna. Me, I will follow you like bouncer. Hey, sexy Joanna. I have been waiting and waiting for your answer. Yeah. Anything you want, anything you need, know that you can holler. Anything you need, anything you want, know that you can holler. Anything you want.
And how is the demographics like in terms of the people who dig your music, who love your music? Are they generally like the young, you know, women or young male? I mean, or does it cuts across the board? How is it like?
Well, I don't think I have like so many young followers, especially recently, like younger ones. I'll be in radio stations and their parents will be calling and telling me that, oh, my child this, my child that, you know. But at the same time, I do music for mature people, so I balance it. There are certain songs I targeted for this side. There are certain songs I targeted for generally everyone. Like,
so that is this element of flexibility.
Yeah, like the Turn by Turn song and the Talk song, it was, you know, everywhere, you know, even the older ones were listening to it. You know, people will call me and tell me, oh, you're making my mommy dance today. My mom heard your song today, or my dad did, you know. So it's really encouraging. Good, huh? Yeah, almost everyone is, you know, vibing to the sounds, you know. Yeah.
Good feeling there, right?
Yeah, so much good feeling.
It's Jizzle on the beat. People nowadays, them they talk. Them no get food to eat, but still they will talk. Yeah. People nowadays, them they talk. Them no get food to eat, but still they will talk. Oh, yeah.
So what are your future plans? I understand December you have some projects. What are you up to?
Well, I'm doing a big show, big event, one of the biggest events I'm going to be doing so far, you know, at the Independence Stadium, being the first time, so finally.
So finally, you're also going to the stadium.
Finally, and the guess what? It's called Finally the Concert.
Finally the concert.
Finally the concert.
Okay. And what would you love to see happen on this day? What are your expectations? Jizzle is coming to the stadium, and you are from Bakau, right?
Yes.
And now this is just
finally in Bakau.
Yeah. Finally in Bakau. So your expectations then?
I'm just expecting to see the whole entire Gambian music industry and the whole entire Gambia, because this is a Gambian thing, and I feel if not me, even if it wasn't for me, you know, if it was somebody else doing it, I feel the whole Gambia should come and support them, because we are worth it at some point, you know. You know, it's a Gambian show, you know, it's done in Gambia, and everyone else that is going to be in the building has to be Gambian. We need to support, you know, so I'm expecting to see more than 50,000 people, you know.
Jizzle, do you have challenges when it comes to music?
Not really. Sometimes, yeah. That's the financial side. But apart from that, I don't have any challenges, because I'm not.
So you're good?
Yeah, financially, I'm not. I get challenges. We all do, you know. We need, you know, one or two things to get one or two things done, and you know, that's a problem here, and that's a problem most of us are facing. You know, we lack financial support. So yeah, that's the only challenge, you know.
And what would you want to be seen to be done in this regard, in this area?
Yeah, I think we need more investors, you know, more people, more endorsement deals, you know, more record labels that will, you know, put us on the spotlight and, you know, eat off from our music. Yeah, that's what needs to be done. And yeah, we're getting there slowly, you know.
Trying to take me away from you. Baby, you my number one. Yeah, just in case you see lipstick on my shirt, you have to know, say it ain't my fault. Fatima, you my number one. Yeah, baby, I'm a star, star. This how it is, like to be a fucking star, star, baby. Baby, I'm a star, star. This how it is, like to be a fucking star, star. Bang, bang.
Do you have any final thing to say?
Yeah, November 23rd, you know, at the stadium for the first time, you know, the tickets are out. It's just 200 before and 300 at the gate, 500 for VIP, you know.
How about me? How much?
I think 10,000. You just need to buy, the only thing you need to do is buy 50 tickets and give it away.
Okay.
Any fan, huh?
That's a lot of money, huh?
Yeah, I'm worth it, am I not? You're doing it for your Gambian brother. Yeah, so
thank you, Jizzle. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I'm happy being here.
Thank you. Thank you.
Bless
Thank you,
bro.
Thank you. Well, that's Jizzle, one of the fast-rising Gambian musicians there. That will be it for this interview. We thank you very much for being there. Until next time, my name is Lemon Jai. Goodbye.